Yo, it's Geeky Panda here with another video. This another Panda's opinions, and it's been a while actually, but I think this is very important to talk about this with the Call of Duty series because basically we're starting to get burnt out by it. No, and when I say we, I mean literally almost everyone. Because back then, a few people were starting to get burnt out, and then now it's like everyone's starting to get burnt out. Because you got to think, a lot of people out there, a good majority of them, they got introduced with it with Call of Duty 4 back in 2007, or World at War, Modern Warfare 2, or Black Ops. They got introduced with Call of Duty with that, you know, from 2007 to 2010 were prime years, basically. For me and a few other people, I've been playing the Call of Duty series when it originally came out on the PC back in 2003. And after that, I played every other major Call of Duty title to date and some of the side ones they did. This is nuts. So many Call of Duty games. And to think that I was, you know, faithfully playing it, including the multiplayer, up until basically Ghosts. That's when I started to kind of, you know, started to split off, and I felt like I was like, you know, this is kind of getting too much now. I don't want to do this anymore. Like, Advanced Warfare was good, you know, Black Ops 3 was, you know, I was getting really burnt out. Just Infinite Warfare to me is just, it's interesting, it's nice in some things, but it just not cutting it like it how you know, and you know, another Call of Duty title would. So first off, you know, back in the UK with the initial sales, they compared this the game to Black Ops 3, and it didn't even come close to the initial sales at launch. Like, Infinite Warfare didn't even come close, and even then the midnight launches, the midnight release for this game. You can check on Reddit and all, you know, other sites and stuff that there wasn't that many people for majority of the midnight launches at different stores. Even for me at my GameStop, which had hundreds of people always every year. In the most recent years, this year alone, we only had 30 to 40, and that was it. Compared to back then, hundreds of people. Good God! And well, I think the game only sold as much as it did because of definitely the help of the Call of Duty 4 remaster, because Call of Duty 4 was an excellent title, and the remaster holds up to it a lot. Like, it's a great game, but if it wasn't included and it was standalone, Infinite Warfare wouldn't make as much sales as it did. And then you also got the review scores. Now, with Metacritic for the PlayStation 4, overall it got a 78 for Infinite Warfare. Now, the previous two games, via Metacritic on the PS4, Black Ops 3 got an 81, and Advanced Warfare got an 83. So generally, this game isn't reviewed as good as the previous games. Like, even IGN gave it a 7.7 out of 10. And to me, it's like, holy crap, even they're getting burnt out. Like, this is insane. Like, I've been playing it since the beginning, day one. Other people now, like, when you think, you know, oh, I've been burnt out with this, think of me, I'm really getting burnt out by this. So with that, you know, the multiplayer as well is one-for-one a copy-paste scenario between Infinite Warfare and Black Ops 3. Like, with the previous titles, you could easily tell there are differences, that they're their own game. Like, Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, they were their own unique titles. Black Ops 2 and Ghosts, they were their own unique thing, even though they had similar gameplay elements, and so on and so forth. With Infinite Warfare, it was basically a copy, a one-for-one copy. Like, if you didn't say who developed it, you would have thought Treyarch developed it. You would have honestly thought Treyarch developed this game if they didn't announce who was making it. Because not only with the multiplayer was the same, the extra content included zombies again. And like something, the zombies mode, you would see more so from a Treyarch game. It's just nuts. Like, it used to be that the developers would have their own unique thing to it. Like, originally, you know, Treyarch had the zombies. You know, the Infinity Ward had the co-op missions, and then later on, with Ghost, they had the extinction mode, which I actually liked, and I was kind of sad that they didn't bring it back. Sledgehammer Games basically took the route of Treyarch and did zombies, and it's like, I think we're getting even over, you know, so much zombie stuff. I'm like, please, guys, you really gotta stop. Like, seriously, stop it. This is insane. You know, this was supposed to be its own game, and it's not. It is, like, campaign-wise, I'm enjoying it, but at the same time, in the back of my mind, I knew it could be better. It's like any other Call of Duty game. You go in and do all that stuff. Like for, you know, what's the difference with Battlefield is Battlefield, they take their time with it. It is not released every year. So when the game finally comes out, I'm enjoying it because they took a lot of time, they took a lot of work into it, and they also made sure post-development wise that the game would still be supported. Like Battlefield 4, how many patches, content updates, and DLC it had was amazing. And the time span of that, there was already like 2 to 3 Call of Duty games, and that's what I hate. After this year, you know, after the 1 year mark, you know, the support for Infinite Warfare is going to drop because of the next Call of Duty. So it's not like the fan base can be loyal and keep playing while we wait for the next one. No, it's basically we all move. And you know, with Battlefield 1, I still play Battlefield 4 here and there because Battlefield 4 is still a good game. Granted, I'm enjoying Battlefield 1 a lot, but Battlefield 4 was different. It was modern warfare. Battlefield 1 was World War 1. With this, you know, I'm like, it's not like I can go back and be like, no, it's the same futuristic game. Like, stop it, please. But similar with 1-for-1 gameplay styles, like that were really similar. Like the feel of it was Black Ops 3 through and through. So overall, I think, you know, Activision knows that they're kind of beating the dead horse, and they're trying to figure out ways to get it to sell. Like, I won't be surprised next year with the next Call of Duty, they announce the Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, which I will faithfully buy. But at the same time, I'll be angry because I will have to buy something I don't want because it's part of a packaged deal. And honestly, if I was Activision, I would actually slow it down. I'd be like, okay, we have to slow this shit down now. You know, we have to slow it down. It's like that's what Ubisoft did. Ubisoft was like, let's release a game every year. Now they realize, like, no, that's bad. That's the wrong way to do it. We're gonna release a game when it's done. So either way here, folks, I think the Call of Duty series is definitely in trouble. And when you'll get people like, oh no, it's not, and it's like they're usually the kids or the teenagers. But for someone like me, you know, I'm 27 years old. Again, I've been playing this series since 2003. Yeah, it's been a while for me, and I'm burnt as a crisp. So either way here, folks, you know, if you still enjoy Call of Duty to this day and you still want to buy it, you know, keep buying it. It's what you enjoy. For me, I'm only gonna buy it if it's, you know, really worth it. Which basically means any remaster that comes with it that I feel like I should get, like Modern Warfare 2 Remaster. Other than that, folks, that's it for today. Post down in the comment box of what you feel about the Call of Duty series. Do you think it's in a lot of trouble? What do you think Activision will find ways to help keep the series afloat and keep selling it? Also, folks, don't forget to hit that like. Don't forget to subscribe. And this is Geeky Panda here. I'm out. Stay geeky, my friends.